Hey homeowners, I'm Scott with Mammoth Roofing and Solar. Here's the big question we get a lot of times. Should you repair the roof or should you replace the roof? And here's the thing, a lot of roofing contractors, first thing they do when they get on your roof, oh, you need a whole new roof. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just need that repair, that small thing that's going to get you a couple of years down the road, and maybe wait for a hailstorm to come or replace it down the road when you need it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to break this down. You're going to get some key elements of whether or not you should repair it or go ahead and get it replaced. And we're going to break that down for you right now. All right, so let's talk about the repairs first. When should you repair? When you have a minor issue, okay, when it's something that's small or localized, that's when you can do a repair. And a lot of times what you're going to notice on the ceiling, there'll be a small leak coming through. That's when you get someone out there to come take a look and get a repair. And that's usually going to be fairly low cost. You're going to change out a few shingles. It may just be some sealant. A lot of times the most susceptible areas for leaking are going to be in the valleys and around the flashings. And the flashings are any penetrations in the roof where you've got some metal around there and some sealant. And then some windblown shingles. If you see some shingles that are windblown, a couple of missing shingles, put those new shingles in there and it should get you down the road a little bit further. So another time that you may want to avoid doing a full roof replacement, if it's a recently installed roof, if it's under 10 years, let's make sure it doesn't need to be replaced. Now, I will say this, with major hail damage, that's something that you may want to reconsider if it's even a newer roof. But if it's a new roof, hasn't been any major storms, let's look for a way to repair that roof instead of having to replace it. Because a lot of times the shingles are in good shape and it just may be some flashing that's not applied the right way, or it may be some sealant that you need to apply on an exposed nail head, for example. If you have hail damage, that may be a different story. But generally, if you can just maintain the roof, which means get on the roof every once in a while, take a look, have an inspector, have a roofer come out and take a look, it's going to be a lot better for the longevity of the roof and it can last a lot longer. So have it looked at first before you go out and try to start doing a replacement. Now when it's time to do a replacement, you may want to check into a couple of different things, and here's what we look at first. First, roof age. If it's past its prime, especially in Texas or some of the southern states where it's hot, they don't last as long as maybe they should. 15 to 30 years is generally when asphalt roofs are going to last. In Texas, you may want to look at them a little bit sooner, but if they look past their prime, if you start seeing a lot of granules in the gutters or on the ground after a rain, that may be an indication that you may need to look at getting a replacement. Get an estimate. Have someone take a look at it and tell you what it would cost to get a replacement. Now, that's not always the case. Maybe there's some damage from a insurance claim, or there's an insurance caused loss like hail or wind or something like that. Have a trained professional take a look at it. Now, if you're doing frequent repairs, let's say every summertime, every time there's a big rain, you got to get a new repair. That may be another indication that you just got a roof that's failing because it's old. That may be another a reason that you want to look at getting a replacement instead. And then with major damage, a lot of times you see these hailstorms come through and it wipes these roofs out by the thousands. That's when you want to may have it looked at. So if you had a hailstorm come through, that's when you want to get it looked at least get an estimate for the cost of repairs. And the good thing about that is that if it did hail, that's usually a covered cause of loss. I'm not an insurance expert, but we've dealt with a lot of claims, and that's when our customers are able to get new roofs replaced through their insurance company, where they'll pay for those roofs, of course, minus the deductible. So that's just examples of some of the different things that you might want to look for that would warrant a replacement on your roof. If we want to compare what the costs are between repair and replacement, let's take a look at it. So number one, a repair, definitely going to be a more cost-effective option. And depending on the extent of the damage, you're looking at anywhere between $300, maybe $1,500 to get something repaired. And that's going to last you, it's going to last you not quite as long. It's going to last you, sometimes most companies will give at least a year-long guarantee, but a lot of times it'll last much longer than that, anywhere between 5 and 10 years, depending on the extent of the repair again and the location. The time to fix that, usually 1 to 3 days. Minor repairs usually can be fixed pretty quickly, but if it's a longer term, let's say it's tearing out a valley or it's replacing one of the slopes, that may be taking anywhere between 1 and 3 days. Roof replacements, a little bit different story. Obviously, they're going to be more costly. So depending on the size of the roof, anywhere between $5,000, it's a very small roof, to $15,000. Your average for our company is anywhere between $15,000 and $18,000, but it just depends on the size of the roof, the steepness, and all that. These are generally going to last 20 to 50 years. These are generally reserved for older roofs or if there's major damage to the roof. And so when you're talking about whether the cost, how long it takes, and then how long it lasts, that's the difference really between the roof and the roofing replacement. So let's say you do have to get a new roof. Well, there's a lot of different ways that you can actually increase the energy efficiency of your roof by the materials that you install. So there's different types of metal roofing that you can install, different types of underlayment that will actually decrease your energy usage well, not decrease your energy usage, I should say, but they will increase your energy efficiency by 10 to 15%. It also increases your home value. When you take a roof from asphalt to metal, it definitely increases the beauty of the roof, which also increases the value. And lastly, consider adding solar panels. Solar panels not only increase the value of the home, but they reduce your electricity costs. They give you massive tax breaks, and you can get great financing options that make it so valuable for you because you're effectively offsetting that electric cost. And we have a ton of stuff to talk about on solar. We're going to talk about it more, but those are just two of the benefits of choosing the right roof style that may help you with increasing in your energy efficiency for your roof. So let's talk about insurance and warranty considerations. Think about it like this. If there is a covered cause of loss, again, not trying to tout myself as an insurance expert, we deal with insurance claims a lot. If an insurance company says, hey, you know what, there's extensive damage, this is covered, the insurance company will pay for the replacement of the roof. The only out-of-pocket expense for the homeowners is usually going to be the deductible. And so when that happens, the insurance company is going to pay for it all. Now, when it comes to warranty, okay, most repairs are going to be warranted anywhere between 1 and 5 years. And when it comes to replacement, there's different types of warranties. And that's something we could do a whole nother video on, but I'll give you a brief kind of summary of what that looks like. So the manufacturers, which is the shingle companies that manufacture these shingles, especially with asphalt, they're going to give you a warranty anywhere between 20 and 50 years. All right, they always call them lifetime warranties. That's some, in my opinion, that's just a marketing thing that they put together a while back. But that's generally what you're going to get from the manufacturers, 20 to 50 years. And usually they have a non-proration period that's about 10 years, and then after that, it starts becoming prorated. Depending on if there's registration that you can do with different manufacturers that will allow the contractor to actually extend that warranty to make it non-prorated. And then when it comes to the workmanship warranty, all right, so material, that's the material. Labor, that is the cost for a crew to come fix a problem with the material warranty, okay? So if the roof fails because of a material warranty, the labor is the cost of a crew to come fix it. Workmanship's different. Workmanship's bumper to bumper. That is the actual installation. That's the craftsmanship. That is the contractor saying, hey, you know what? We did such a great job, we're going to put our stamp on it, okay? Most contractors are between 2 and 5 years. Very rarely are you going to see contractors go beyond that. Some will go up to 10 years. Our company, Mammoth Roofing and Solar, actually has a lifetime warranty for the labor and the material and a 10-year workmanship warranty. It's not just the labor. The labor is actually what it would take to fix a problem with the material. The workmanship is different. The workmanship says, if there's ever a problem with this roof, we're going to come back and fix it for 10 years. Most of the problems that are ever going to happen with a roof, they happen in the first 10 years. And that's why we say, look, we're not going to just warranty this for 2 or 5 years, just in case. And to give you that assurance that it was done the right way, Mammoth says, hey, for 10 years, you got a problem, we're there for you. So what is the right decision? Is it a repair or replacement? And guys, this is something I talked about in the beginning. A lot of contractors, the first thing they talk about is let's get you an estimate to do a full replacement. And we certainly can do that for you. But I'm of the opinion that, you know, as a homeowner and as somebody that wants to make sure that I'm doing the best thing for my family as far as our expenses, I'd love to find out, does it really need to be replaced? The first thing I want to look at, and the first thing Mammoth looks at, is can we repair this roof? Does it make sense to repair this roof? Can we get this roof a little bit further down the road? And you know why we do that? It's because it creates trust with our customers. They know that if we can repair it, and we save them some money now, when it comes time to replace it, they're going to give us that first chance to come take a look. So the very first thing we do is we look at a roof. How can we repair this roof? What can we do to help this customer save money and extend the life of that roof? That's the first thing we look at. When it comes to the point where we have to do a replacement, we buy in bulk, we do a lot of roofs, and we're in a place where we can take care of our customers and give that value right back to our customers. And that's what we want to do here. Thanks for listening.